Hello, I'm William Gallagher, and this is an extra 58 Keys writing workshop. We're only 2 weeks into the whole workshop thing, and already there's an extra. I think there's a need for an extra. The normal 58 Keys, let me say this, the normal 58 Keys writing workshop continues on Mondays at 7 p.m. UK time, and in that one, you and I will do what we should always do. I'll tell you everything I know, or maybe just think I know, about a specific writing topic, and then I just require you to disagree with me in the comments. This is two writers talking together. That's how it has to work. That's how it has to work for the normal workshops. But today, for this extra, I just want to talk. Because if you're watching this as it first goes out in early November 2024, well then, you know, we can have tough times anytime. Maybe not always so overwhelming, but tough. And actually, if you just want to, back away, stop this video, do it after the next sentence, right? Don't let writing be yet another thing to beat yourself up about. Okay? If you don't write today, if you can't write today, well then just don't. Events can be like a tidal wave, and faced with what's hard or seems impossible, sitting there writing a good joke for a character in a story that you today are certain nobody's ever going to read, and you're certain you're wasting your time. Frankly, you're deluding yourself. This is what you're thinking. You're thinking this is all trivial frippery compared to what's going on in the world. Yeah, you can hear it. I've been there too, and actually right now still. Don't know when it will end, really. Maybe 2028. But okay, then there is this. I believe, to the point of standing up and waggling my finger, that writing is not for writers. It is for readers and viewers and listeners. It's for the audience. But it is also for writers. It is also for you and me. I mean, it can be so many things for us. But, right now, or right whenever you are overwhelmed, it can be a refuge, a temporary escape. Part of me does keep thinking I should be doing something, helping somehow and escaping off into my stories and my writing. It does feel like, well, actually, I was thinking of the word retreat then, and now suddenly I'm off thinking of all the different meanings of that word, retreat. You can't keep churning over things. You just can't. Retreating into your own writing for 10 minutes, an hour, a morning, whatever you can do, it can help you. It can. I wish I could promise that it definitely will. But it's what I'm trying. And so far, a lot of the time, it is helping me. One example. Okay, I write a blog called Self-Distract, and there are something like 850 posts on it once a week for 851 weeks. The one Friday I didn't write it was the one week I couldn't. It was 2016 when the UK, where I live, made its just insane Brexit vote. And I spent that day shaking, partly for, immediately practical and actually selfish reasons that I knew this ended some projects I'd been working on pretty successfully, actually, toward years of effort switched off like somebody else's light bulb. Things can be entirely out of your control. And I don't mean for a moment that we should never bother doing anything. There is not one pixel of me that means we should give in. But this time, this November 2024, I did write Self-Distract. I kind of actually wrote it at arm's length. I mean, practically with my eyes closed, because events and topics are just so tough. Actually, I'll put a link to that particular post in the description if you want to see how I did. But yeah, maybe don't look now. There's no need to look now. Take some time. Write if you can. And look, this is going to be patronizing. I know it's going to be patronizing. It's borderline mansplaining. But if you already know it and I already know it, still, this time, I need to say it because I need to hear it. We press on, don't we? One word after another. That's all we can do, but it is what we do. So let's do it as soon as you can. Listen, I've made loads of these workshop videos. They are stacked up, ready to go out every Monday. But I wanted to make this extra one now because I needed to. Thank you for your company with it. Two writers talking away. It's important. I do actually hope that if I watch this again next month, next year, it'll seem a bit overblown, that things will have turned out to be better than expected. In fact, maybe even, fingers crossed, I'll no longer know, what was I worrying about then? Will I have to look it up, see what was going on? I hope so. And I hope for now it was okay saying all of this to you. As this first goes out, the regular 58 Keys Writing Workshop will be tomorrow. You can watch it on this YouTube channel anytime from 7 p.m. UK time, and there will be a new one every week because we press on. For now though, for this extra edition, let's both take care of ourselves, okay? Let's both write more when we can, and I'll see you soon.